Well, good morning, everybody. So, out here a little earlier than normal. Had to drop off my truck to get some work done to it. Since next week I'll be in Florida. So, figure we're going to get at this garden a little bit, clean some stuff up. Um, just kind of go through things. I know I got to pull those old corn stalks out. Um, I decided I'm not going to plant anything right now until I get back because I won't be able to water, and I want to see how everything does. This is a bummer because I didn't even see this before. I had some peppers that changed. Now they've done died off because of, well, the plants. I'll be honest with you guys, I haven't been out here because I haven't been feeling real good. So I hadn't been getting out here. Now, unfortunately, because I haven't been coming out, we lost two peppers over here, and they actually turned colors. So we'll cut these off. We'll put these in the pile of compost over here that I got going on. So I want to just get out here, try and clean up a few things, and little tidy up. I can see the animals have been in this uh, corn again, unfortunately. So yeah, not the greatest, but I figure we'll get out here and clean up, and then I think, well, obviously I won't be here next week and possibly the following week. So I'm not going to get crazy with stuff because with me being gone, I won't be able to water like I need to. And, of course, I haven't, unfortunately, this last week or so, I didn't get out here enough, which is my own fault. So we're going to kind of clean up a little bit. We're going to tidy things up. And then when we come back, I want to put some stuff in the ground, see, if we can get some more stuff before the end of the year, which would be nice. Oh my God, the smells so good over here though. Jeez. Really smells good. So we clean this up. Whenever we come back, at least these will be ready, maybe to take on some new stuff. So we get all these posts out, get all these corn stalks out, get this stuff cleaned up a bit. And we'll stick these in here, I guess. The other thing, when I come back, I kind of want to get after this side down here and clean some of this up a little bit. But we're definitely going to have to, this lavender has just taken over everything in these buckets. So I think it killed off all the garlic we had growing, because I can't seem to find any evidence that it was ever in there. So lesson learned there. I think next year, when and if we do garlic again, which we probably will, to be fair, I don't see any squash bugs on here. I don't see any eggs. Oh, there's one. Of course, there's always one. Not anymore. So I don't see any on there really. I mean, just that one just now. I don't see any eggs. And we still have some color in there. So I'm thinking maybe we'll get lucky and it'll just start recovering a bit. But for right now, I figure we'll get this cleaned up a little bit, See, these root balls did not get all that big on these pieces of corn. So that tells me it wasn't getting either enough nutrition or not enough water, or all of the above. And I'm going to go with the not enough water, because after going through the stuff with the potatoes, I realized that I really wasn't watering enough. I guess I misunderstood when I was reading about the potatoes with the well drained and all that, and I was thinking, well, we don't want to get it too wet. So that was kind of the wrong route. So that was my fault. And then I was using the wrong fertilizer. What was happening is the fertilizer that I was using was causing the vine to, seriously, that just does not want to go in the ground. The was ow, 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 ow. Did not realize there were prickers on that. Was causing the vines to grow. That's why the plants got so big. So because plants got so big, all the energy was going up instead of down, because I was using the wrong fertilizer. So hopefully next year we can fix that problem. But what I am thinking is not even necessarily next year, because there we go. I'm thinking when I come back from vacation, or well, it's actually doctor's visits, because a lot of my doctors are still in Florida. But I'm thinking I get some seed potatoes and we try again, because there should be just enough time. If I get the early potatoes, should be enough time to actually get them to grow. So what I want to do now is I want to get these cleaned up. I'm gonna leave. Oh my God, that smells so good. All I can smell out here right now, y'all, is the peppermint, spearmint, all the mints. That's all I can smell out here. So I'm thinking I want to try again before we're done for the season. Now these are all the vines that the lovely squash bugs killed off, which also killed off my cantaloupe. So I clean all this out. We're going to cut out a bunch of this peppermint, spearmint, all that. We're going to get rid of a bunch of that, because I want to have those ready, because I want to try and plant some tomato plants again, and see what we can do with that. So I gotta find where the actual plant is, but I think so we can cut all this out and clean these pots up real good. And this stuff spreads like weeds, guys. This stuff is it has spread everywhere inside of this pot. It puts down roots again, and I think if we do this again next year, which we probably will, because it really did keep the bugs down. But look at that. Look at all that. So that kind of probably killed off some of the stuff. But I mean, it does smell good. It really smells good. If we can do it in a more controlled environment. So maybe what we'll do is we'll leave it in the bucket that it comes in, and then hopefully that'll kind of contain it. But yeah, I want to get that cut back some. See, I mean, look at this root system has just taken over this whole pot. So, I mean, I can't see anything growing in there with all that. It did keep the bugs down, though. I will say I had a lot less bugs this year than I had last year. Is this going to stop it from growing? I don't think so. I think these roots are dug in here. We'll see. We'll see. We'll get this one cleaned out. And if I have to, we'll do a second video of cleanup. I want to get the worst of this stuff cleaned up. So again, like I said, when I come back from vacation, we'll plant some new stuff, because I don't want to give up this year. I don't want to let that little setback, right? I don't want to let that stop me. You know, I got some dead vines in there too. All right. Man, this stuff is everywhere in here. I can see why things maybe didn't grow as well in there. All right, let's grab this here. Look at that. It's pulling the whole pot out. That's how dug in this stuff is. Problem is, I don't want this growing in the, where's this coming from? Oh goodness, where is this coming from? I think I just broke it off. I did, I done broke it off. That's all right. That's the other thing. I want to try and put maybe some pumpkin out when we come back. And possibly do another round of cantaloupe and see what we can get out of that. But right now, like I said, I just want to get some of these pots cleaned up, if not all of them. They have kind of dried out a bit, which is okay, because like I said, the plan is come through and try and get some stuff and clean these up a bit, and we'll get some new plants, and we'll try different things. And actually, as it gets cooler, I might consider putting, if they come out with broccoli again, because that did really, really well. So we'll do some more broccoli. For whatever reason, the strawberries are doing good. I'm not getting very good strawberries, and then when I do, the little boogers are getting them. So they're getting them before they're even coming right. So I don't know what we're going to do about that. Hopefully next year, if things work out, I'll have a little more money, and I want to try and fence this off somehow. Keep them squirrels, chipmunks, and all that out of this. Because I think that's what's kind of doing everything in. I mean, good Lord, that just took forever to get them few buckets cleaned up. So I might be out here a while. But yeah, I figure we'll get this cleaned up a little bit, and then I'll wet it all down good before I leave, and we'll see. There's another one of them daggum bugs. I don't know where it just went to. It has cleared. It has literally, you can see the vines just falling apart from them daggum things. I don't know where he fell off to. I spot him. I'm gonna get rid of him. These squash bugs have been murderous to my plants. And the funny part is, last year I thought they were ladybugs. Again, lack of knowledge. So I thought they were ladybugs. They were not. I don't know what I'm going to do with this corn though. I'm thinking I might try and put this up there. because they are kind of falling over because I think the animals are getting in that bucket digging for bugs. Because they're not really tearing it all out, but they are kind of going. You can see where they've kind of dug up stuff, right? All right. So yeah, this is kind of really taking over this pot. We're gonna need to just pull a bunch of this out. If it comes back, it comes back. I think I've learned I'll deal with this better next year if it comes to it. And again, I think I'll do a better job of keeping it pruned up. Because, I mean, it just looks scraggly. Looks weedy now. Yeah. And I think it killed off, like I said, the garlic and the onions. Because it just kind of took over the pot. We'll just pile that up on top of there. Hopefully the sun will kill it off before it spreads. But I don't know if you can see, as I'm pulling these out, the roots haven't encased this whole bucket. I mean, it's just everywhere in here. And it's just that, look at that. So that root system has gone all through the pot. Like, this is literally taking over the whole pot in there. Problem is, like I said, it did a really good job of keeping the bugs away. It just so invasive. And that's the problem with the mints. They just take over and it spreads. I have friends that have told me their whole yard is full of it because it spread and took over everything. All right, so here we go. Let's get this out of here. And the funny part was I found the squash bugs on it, which was really funny to me because you would have thought, see, look at this here. It's literally growing down the side of out a hole in that bucket. There was like a little hole in the bucket, and it was literally poked through there, growing out. And then this one's spreading into the other pot. Like, stay in your own pot. So in this bucket here, there was, y'all should just see this root ball. It's crazy. I really don't even have my garden shoes on. This is what we're dealing with this stuff. So y'all be careful whenever if you use this in your garden for the mints. Just be aware, this is what you're going to deal with. Again, I will do it again, but I want to try and do it a little different this time. I want to try and maybe put it in a little bit bigger pot inside the pot. Keep it from spreading out as much. Like I said, this one had spread over into this one. So, I mean, that's not good. It's really not good. I don't want them spreading from pot to pot. I'd love to be able to find wherever them onions is at, but I think they done broke down, and I don't see any of the garlic cloves. So my guess is I'm just kind of digging around here to see if we can find it. But I don't see any of the garlic cloves in here. So I have the feeling they just kind of broke down and have become part of the garden or the soil. Unfortunately, I'm gonna put that underneath there. Basil's doing pretty good. I might cut that back whenever we come back. The cilantro did really good this year, but I didn't trim it soon enough. Well, this was from last year. Oh no, this year I had verbena in here, didn't I? Yeah, so there was an onion, a big onion in here, and it's gone. Here's the tab for that. Well, lesson learned. We'll do a better job next year. After reading and stuff, I've kind of learned a little bit more. So we'll get that taken care of next year. So again, just kind of clean these up. I'm probably gonna cut this video here in a minute, and then what I'll do is I'll continue cleaning. We'll do another video. We'll talk about whatever we're gonna try and do. I'm not so sure. This corn, I'm hoping it will get better. But like I said, let me take you down there and we'll take a look at it. You'll be able to see here in a second. So as you can see, the animals have been getting in here and digging, and these are kind of drooping over for two reasons. One, we haven't had that much rain lately, and I haven't watered. So that's kind of hindering them there, and I probably need to put some more fertilizer in there. You can see they already got 3 of the stalks on this side. So they literally have come in here, dug up. I guess they just took the seed. I don't know. I'm not sure what they did with that. So yeah, they've kind of come up here and dug in that and destroyed that. You can see, look, they've got all the straw dug out all over the place over here. They've just come in there and dug it up. So that's what we're dealing with. We're dealing with the daggum animals. There, like I said, there's raccoons around here. Even though we're considered downtown, there's raccoons in here. Anything could have come in here. We lost that zucchini last time, right? Which is the weirdest part, because that it was a good sized zucchini. It it was probably about yay big, and it just disappeared. There was no sign of the vine being damaged. I didn't even see a cut mark. I didn't see anything on there. So I don't even know what happened to it. And it was a crying shame, because that was actually a nice one, like the one I had before that. So, boy, these buggers are heavy. I'm thinking we should probably put them up like this here. We'll put one on this one on that side there. Oh, well, that ended that one. All right, so we'll leave that over there. Well, that was a bummer. It's probably because I haven't watered, so it's just a little dried out. But, well, that's a bummer. That's not even close to being ripe. So, yeah, I don't know what happened to the zucchini. You know, and the hard part is there's a lot of animals around here. And again, this is not my property, so I can't just build a cage around all this stuff. Whatever I build has to be temporary, so it can be removed if my roommate, who is the homeowner, needs to get in here and it's in the way. I got to be able to take it down. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I thought about electric fencing if I could get something small enough, because I got chipmunks that run in here, and then I've got to worry about any of the weeds growing into it, or the vines coming into it, anything like that. So, you know, there's a lot I have to think about to get this under control. The problem is I've got a very small plot, and I'm trying to maximize what I get out of it, but I can't really get much out of it because the animals keep coming in and destroying stuff. And then, like the yellow peppers over there, it looks like they came in. They would have been perfectly fine to harvest if I had seen them, but I hadn't been out here in almost 2 weeks. The last time I was out here, they were green. I didn't think they would yellow up that quick. So my fault. I didn't get back out here soon enough. Like I said, I'm going away for 2 weeks. So if this stuff dies off because we don't get enough rain while I'm gone, that's a bummer. But at this point, I kind of want to try and replant things and go from there. So I've got to figure out the fertilizer. I got to figure out what these plants need, because I'm missing something in the soil. Maybe it's bacterial, microbial. I don't know, but we'll figure it out. Again, this is learning. I'm learning while you guys are watching. I'm learning from people who are giving me insight into things, right? So if you got comments and suggestions, I'm not opposed to it, y'all. Drop it in there, because as I'm learning, other people are going to learn, and that's the whole idea. I want to be able to share what I'm doing, and have other people, that want to try this. I don't want them to be discouraged, but you can't have a perfect harvest all the time. Would I like to get a good harvest? Yes. Am I getting there? Yes, because I've already, like I said in a couple of my videos now, I've already got more of a harvest this year than I had last year. So if we can year over year improve on that, then that means I'm learning, and I'm going to get stuff that I can eat out of this garden more often. So fingers crossed, we'll figure this out. Got a bunch of spiders in there. They didn't do us any good this year. But anyway, I'm not going to kill them off, because spiders are good for getting after some of the bugs. So I'm going to call this video here. I'm going to keep going at this, probably make another video and talk a little more about what I'm thinking for plants as we go along. But thank you guys for subscribing. Thanks for being here. Your support means a lot to me. I mean, this is what is going to keep me going, because like I said, I really didn't expect much out of this. And we're already at, I think the last time I looked, we were like 158, 159. So we've come up in the numbers, and my goal, the last goal I set was 150. So we beat that goal too. I think I said 300 for this next goal. So we'll see where we go with this. And like I said, if you're learning something from it, great. If you say you don't have a green thumb, it's not that you don't have a green thumb. You just haven't learned the skills. And that's what I'm trying to do here, is learn the skills. And as I gain the skills, pass them on to y'all. So those of you all that say I don't have a green thumb, I can't do that, hopefully you'll learn from my mistakes and maybe take it on and fix it and learn something that you can pass to me. So anyway, guys, thanks again. I appreciate y'all. We'll catch you on the next video. Like I said, I'm going to keep going and probably shoot another video, so we'll have 2 out this week. As far as next week goes, I'm going to be on vacation, and the following week, I'm not sure what's going to happen. I'm going to Florida, so we'll probably shoot I'll probably shoot some shorts or something along the way, maybe a video or 2 down there. We get down there and do something. And then on my way back, I plan on stopping along the way. I want to hit a couple natural springs down there. I really enjoyed that last year. This time I want to do maybe a video or 2 on the way back. So I'll have something to put out for you guys. But they're definitely going to have some shorts to put out while I'm on vacation, because, we'll be at the beach or something like that. And I'll shoot a little beach video, a quick, 30-second, 40-second video, whatever. Put that out. So look for those. And again, thanks for subscribing. Thanks for being here. Make sure you drop a comment if you know what I'm doing wrong here. Give me some hints. Give me some tips. But again, like I said, we did better this year than we did last year. And that's the goal, right? To improve a little each time. So you guys have a great day. We'll catch you in the next video. God bless. Have a great week.